winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Falcons going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They go play action here on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Here we go now. Here we go.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield, complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. That's going to be an intriguing matchup to continue to watch. You don't get in the playoffs without having a good guy to cover out wide. If they want to move on, get in the championship, then the Super Bowl, he's going to have to be big in this one.
And this is not basketball where you're worried about your star getting fouls and getting in trouble and maybe not playing as much. You take your number one guy, put it on their number one guy, and try and limit their offense.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it again with Yeldon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Yeldon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And it is is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter to cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
In not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Langford again. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A great run that time by Langford. 49 yards on the ground. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. B.J. Goodson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Yeldon. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Now a 1st down run here. This is Vereen. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They'll run again with Vereen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go. Good. All right, here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And some space here. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Well, we've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st down, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now a handoff to Yeldon. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now T.J. Yeldon, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. T.J. Yeldon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons are in for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They stick on the ground. Again, it's Marine. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. He finds Beckham complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any
touchdown! Giants! Odell Beckham, 35 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On 2nd down, Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, it can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll hand it off now. Hill. Room here to run. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that makes it 14-10. Here's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Hurry up, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And a nice job.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. T.J. Yeldon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Vereen out in the flat. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go!
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at... All right, here we go. 3, 19.
Looking to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Leopard! No, check, Patriot!
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the... Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Returning it, John Ross. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Second half begins with a run by Yeldon. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Yeldon. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On the run, it's Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage. But you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. On the run, here's Vereen. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there. That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Giants on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard, Leopard. Here we go. Detroit. Hurry up. Check.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Giants on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue, Niners. Detroit.
They'll look to throw. Past the 20. And Ingram holds it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Over. No. Check. Patriot. Over. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They come out here in the eye. They run for it with Vereen. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Shane Vereen taking it in. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. 4th and goal, Charles. All the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
All right, here we go.
Here's Vereen. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now back to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Shane Vereen, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Boy, where would these guys be without his this performance on the ground. That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you never...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back to the ground, this time Langford. Look at this. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jeremy Langford scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard. No, check, Patriot. Check 26, check 26. Leopard.
They'll set up to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
All right, here we go. 319. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Watch 14. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And he's got room. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 49 yards on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they try the right side here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Now let's go.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 56 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They'll drop the throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for two. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue.